What's up, guys? Welcome back to the San Marino Challenge series, and today we've got the end of yet another season in Serie A, and there's no live com today, but there is some good stuff, really good stuff actually, and some cruel, I wouldn't say bad, but cruel stuff. Just the rules basically, but cruel to us. So regards to the fixtures, last episode would have been, what, February? Something like that. And Cagliari, and we drew. Then we went on a pretty good run until we played Genoa. Then we lost, but some really good pick up some good results there against Fiorentina, Parma, Palermo, just pretty good stuff. Then we lose to Inter Milan. We drew with Lazio in between, but lost to Inter Milan, which is understandable. Beat Cesena, Udinese, drew with them, and things were okay. And then we went on a bad run from the Cittadella game down to, well, the Roma game. Just picking up, what, 3 points in quite a few games. Not good. That was cruel, because it's quite difficult. It wasn't a world's it was difficult, really difficult running, because Cittadella we should beat them. Ascoli, arguably we should beat them. Juventus, but to only lose 1-0 to them was amazing. To draw Chievo, again, in context, they're a very good team on this save. Okay, Sampdoria, probably should beat them, but again, it's Sampdoria. Probably, arguably, okay, a point's good. Roma, and Roma are amazing on this save, so again, really difficult. AC Milan, final game of the season, beat them 3-2. Finished the season on a high, finishing in 7th spot, which could potentially have been a Europa League spot. We finished just, what was that? 1 point off of AC Milan, who got Europa League. 1 point. If we hadn't gone on that bad stretch, just say we'd won one of those games we drew, we would have been in Europe. That's how tight things were. Chievo ended up getting Europa League because of the cup. They beat Napoli, but regardless of if they'd beaten Napoli, if Napoli had won, then Chievo would have still got the Europa League spot, because Napoli got in the Champions League. So, regardless of what happened in that game, I was never going to get that 7th spot, which is just the rules, but it's cruel. But look, Juventus ran away with it. 20 points. They won the league by. They were clearly not very happy that Napoli took their title away from them, so they thought they would just bitch slap them. But relegated teams. Who are the relegated teams? Sassuolo, Juve, Stabia, and Cittadella. Coming up the other way, we've got Bologna or Pisa, whatever. Catania and Pescara are the other teams coming up. With regards to England, Man City won the Premier League. Liverpool finishing 2nd. Wow. And 2 Welsh teams going down. Where were Man United? Wow, Man United down 5th. You don't see that very often. But look how tight that is. 7 points separates 2nd and 5th. Wow. In France, PSG took the title, finishing 4 points clear, losing 10 games. Wow. They must have sacked their manager. I don't even know who the manager was. Have they sacked a manager this season? No, they've not sacked. They lost 10 games. Wow, for them to lose 10 games and still, okay, so they still won the title, but still 10 games. And then Dortmund won the title in the Bundesliga, finishing 7 points clear of Gladbach in 2nd. Crucially, though, 10 points clear of Bayern in 3rd. In Spain, Barcelona took another title, so they've won every year, since 2012 when Madrid won in real life, finishing 12 points clear of Madrid. And Madrid have got Marcelo Bielsa, I guess they say it. But last year, didn't they finish a long way far? Yeah, so Madrid have come back to 2nd, but wow, Barcelona are bossing it. With regards to Europe, Champions League was won by Tottenham, which is quite surprising, but English teams having a good year that year then, clearly. Who won in the semis, actually? Who did they knock out? So 3 English teams got to the semis. Dortmund got knocked out by United. Wow. Europa League. I didn't mean to do that one. Europa League. If I get it right. There we go. Tottenham. No, sorry. Feyenoord won that one, beating Liverpool. So another English team got to the final, though. In the semis, Dynamo. Wow. Dynamo from Croatia got that. And Feyenoord beat Schalke. That's surprising. It's surprising that Dynamo got there, and it's surprising that Feyenoord beat Schalke. especially considering I haven't got the Dutch league loaded up and I have got the German league. So normally, the general trend is that if you've got that league loaded up, the teams play better because they make more transfers and stuff like that. Was just generally what I've noticed. Who's coming up from the Championship? Let's have a look. Stoke, Wigan, and Peterborough. Peterborough, wow, Peterborough in the Premier League. That's so cool. That's so cool. Peterborough in the Premier League. I remember when they were in League 2 years ago. Premier League. Norwich, what did they do? Finishing 7th with their Tycoon. Did they make any more transfers? I can't remember. Nope, didn't make any more transfers. Just spent their £82 million. Still now valued at 306 million. Did they improve facilities at all? Upgraded their youth facilities, but that would have been done before. So they won the FA Cup though. So they've got some silverware to show for their investment. And Birmingham went up via second. Miles off of Brentford. Miles off of Brentford. Wow. And did they do any more transfers? I love it. I love getting this far into I mean, obviously I'm not even that far into the future, but I love getting this far into the future and to see how things have changed. I mean, Peterborough in the Premier League. Wow. Who's this guy? Gaston Fernandez. God, he can't be very good physically anymore. I remember I signed him for Anzi before on a previous FM. He was really good. Ascoli, have they done any improvements or anything like that? They finished just below us, so we bettered them, but still they didn't get relegated. That's a big improvement on their part. £27 million they spent this year. £27 million compared to my nothing. I didn't spend anything, did I? £27 million to finish a position lower than me. That tells you all you need to know. Facilities. I was trying to improve my youth facilities, but it got cancelled because of lack of funding. So if we got into Europe, we could have got a little. Okay, it's only Europa League, I mean, you don't get a huge amount of Europa League money, but every little helps. To steal the saying from Tesco, but it's true. Now, what's really interesting is the fact that Iron Robin barely impacted us. When he did play, he wasn't very good, but I didn't play him, but not because he's not a very good player. Well, this far into the future, I mean, physically he's not very good. Not because of that. I was just kind of accommodate him into our formation. I've used the 4-4-2 diamond. Okay, we're on that bad run, but still, that formation's been amazing for us. And it's the same Giovanni Dos Santos. 2 starts, 15 bench appearances. He can play attacking midfielder. That's where he's been playing. So it's probably why his ratings aren't as high. And Bellarabi, 7 starts, 2 bench appearances, 2 goals. I just can't accommodate. I've been trying to get him to play striker because I've just not needed wingers. I've got 2 wingers, formation. Well, 1 winger formation. I might go in that counter one actually and change it up and use something different, but I just can't accommodate them. And what's amazing is that this guy, Benedetti, just words can't describe just how good this guy really is. 35 games, 10 goals, 11 man of the matches, 8.07 rating. Over 35 games to average over 8 is just incredible. He's not in the Italy squad, is he? He's not in the Italy squad. That's incredible. I think he got into the team of the year as well. Cosenzi, another amazing player, 37 games, 4 assists, 1 man of the match, 7.09 rating, really good. And then Benedetti's partner in crime at the back, this guy, 22 starts, 5 bench appearances, 1 goal, 7.15 rating, very solid, only on loan though, so maybe we might be able to get him back on loan. Benedetti, another Benedetti, I brought him on a loan deal as left back and did really nicely for us. But another star of the season, Lucas Acosta. This guy got into the team of the year, I believe, actually in Serie A as well. 33 games, 1 bench appearance, 5 goals, 19 assists, 4 man of the matches, 7.52 rating for a player who's never played other than with us in Europe. Wait, has he? That's not Europe, is it? No, I'm being silly. No, that's not Europe, of course not. I had a blonde moment then, even though I'm not blonde. But we still... Amazing. £4,000 for a player who can do that. 19 assists, that's just incredible. Just amazing stuff. Awards, okay, they're in Italian, so I can't read them. I've got no chance, so we're not going to look at awards, because that would be pretty pointless, because I can't read Italian. I'd love to learn, though. That would be so cool. Now, with regards to top goal scorer, Leo Bonatini probably murdered that, but 22 goals. Gabbiadini, 20 goals. I think he was wanted by PSG. No, Dortmund and Bayern. 11 million, wow, on the market for. If I had that money, I'd spend that on him. Matri got third spot. I said when we played Cagliari, or whenever it was, that they had a really good front line, I think, because they've got Matri and Kozak and Aquafresca. Probably, again, don't know how you say that. Alban Ekdal is another good player. They've got a really solid team. They finished in Europa League, I think it was. So they've got a really good team. Good front line. It showed by, top goal scorer. One of the top, best goal scorers. We had Michel Paolucci, I guess. 11 goals he got for us. Not bad. Zelia did okay when he replayed. He got injured actually, but 10 goals. And Trotter chipped in with 1 goal. Whatever, he didn't really play. Arthur, really disappointing. Only 7 goals. 7.92 rating, did very good. Maybe, I'm not going to get rid of him. Well, my plan isn't to get rid of him because his attributes just he's a really good striker. So maybe second season he'll be better. We'll have to see. But really disappointed that he didn't contribute more. Boy was just his usual. Wow, just amazing player. Best player. One of the best players at the club in the top 3 with Acosta and Benedetti. Machetti in goal, he did okay. Really big upgrade actually from last season, I believe. Zé Eduardo was solid whenever did his job. Just stopped defences and was just solid alongside Boy and whoever else I threw in at the time, alongside them in the midfield in that combination. Besser, whenever he played, not bad. What other stats were interesting? My computer is really lagging today, sorry about that. Overview. So, appearances, Machetti was up there with first, obviously, goalkeeper, 38 appearances. Acosta got the most assists. Shots on target ratio, Benedetti got that, 65%, okay, apparently. Average rating, obviously, Benedetti won that by a landslide. And is there any other awards? I can't do the rewards because I can't read Italian, so I've no idea what they mean. So if anyone can read Italian, you whatever. I don't know what I was going to say there. What else? San Marino, of course, the national team. Of course, how could I forget? How could I forget that lovely national team that's terrible? We played England. I can't remember if we played that funny team name. We lost 6-2 to them. It's just a joke. 7-0 to England. Really not surprised, not bothered by that. It's to be expected. England are an incredible team, certainly compared to us. Akbon Hall in the team. Wow, interesting. Zaha. Is Zaha any good on this? No, is the answer. No, not really. He's going to get a massive upgrade next year. You can guarantee it. On next year's game, Zaha will get a deserved massive upgrade because the way his attributes are, from what I've seen of him, right, when I had him on QPR, for example, I had to get rid of him because he was terrible. I've never, ever seen a save on him where he develops into a good winger or striker. And it baffles me. Because the attributes he has, I mean, okay, I can't say I've seen him week in, week out, for example. Only Palace fans have seen that so far. But from what I've seen of him, he isn't, to want for a better example, comparison, Theo Walcott. He isn't Theo Walcott. He's got more about him, than Theo Walcott. I mean, he's not all pace. I mean, Agbonlahor, Hall, for example, is another example. He relies heavily on pace. So does Walcott. They just do. Yes, they can do other things, but they rely heavily on pace. Now, from what I've seen, Zaha can rely on pace, but there's a lot more skill than that. He can do a lot more with the ball than just run fast and get a decent cross in occasionally and finish okay. He does a lot more than that, so he'll get a big deserved increase in his stats, I hope, next year. Certainly because he's gone to United he will. You can guarantee just because he's gone to United he'll get a big upgrade. But it'd be deserved, I think. Tom Ince in the Blackpool team and in the England team. Wow, we got him on the QPR save. He's a good player. Danny Graham in the England team. And Jordan much. It's changed slightly. Is Butland improved? Again, Butland's another player who I think needs a big upgrade. Big upgrade, because for goalkeepers, the common trend I've noticed on FM is with goalkeepers, if they've got one-on-ones high and reflexes high, then they're very good goalkeepers. If you look at all the top ones, they all have that, and low eccentricity. If they got to have low of that. If they've got those things, then they're normally great goalkeepers. He's got 13 one-on-ones. Not really good. Eccentricity is very high. Not good. He'll get a big upgrade. From what I've seen of him, again, not seeing week in, week out, can't comment on that. But from what I've seen of him, though, he looks a lot better than that. So hopefully we'll get a big upgrade as well. But that'll pretty much do it from me. I'll come back for the start of next season, where we won't be in Europa League, unfortunately. But that's just the way things go, I guess. But I will see you guys next time. Actually, before I go, if you've made it this far, I am going on holiday for 2 weeks from Monday the 1st, so I will not be uploading any videos. I've mentioned it in the QPR series, and I think I mentioned it in the previous episode of this, but just another message that's happening. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks, I guess.